Good evening, everyone. How many of us have to face this situation every month? How many of us have to face the situation every month? Pretty much all of us, right? Every month, there comes a time when we end up worrying about the electricity bill and how much it amounts to such a huge figure. So, it is to be noted that 40% of the annual energy consumption is due to phantom load. Phantom load basically refers to appliances being on standby mode, that is, appliances that are turned off yet still plugged in. This roughly amounts to 5,000 AED per annum for an average household. So, reducing this could help you save a lot of money, right? But how do you do it? That's where we come into the picture. I'm here to represent Team Ecotricity, Economical Electricity. So our solution is basically a home automation app. And this user-friendly home automation app basically enables households who want to efficiently manage electricity by reducing the consumption of energy by almost 40% and also enabling the remote control of devices through the means of Wi-Fi enabled smart plugs. So basically these smart plugs, what they do is they collect the data at every plug point, and that data is basically processed through IoT and later available to the user through a mobile application form that we have created. So the mobile app also has features such as incentives and rewards to encourage the user to conserve electricity, and also it has readings and data for the user to be more informed and aware about the energy usage. I do have to mention the fact that we have competitors like Google Nest and Samsung SmartThings, but all these products available are only applicable for brand-specific appliances. On the contrary, the services that we provide are compatible with any kind of plug devices. So the primary customer targets include households comprising of couples and nuclear or joint families. So as the figure shows, you can see that the main market segment comes to be around 129K that comprises of family households in Dubai and Sharjah alone, thus proving the fact for the potential and need for such a product in the market sector. So we are basically looking for funding and technical assistance for the development of prototype and also into key sectors like sales and operations. So the team basically comprises of 4 team members with different skill sets in engineering, and the funding will help us take the project a step further. So power down, save up, go green. Thank you.
So a quick question on the app itself. So can you control anything through the app, or is it just an information feed that you have? So if you have the smart plug that you put in, do you then have to physically go and maybe turn things off that are consuming high? What's the interaction between the user and the app and the smart plug? If you can just elaborate, please.
Yeah. So basically what the app does is it helps in remote control. So most of us are lazy, or for example, when we leave our homes, we forget to switch off stuff. So the app notifies you for whatever device that's connected to the plug. It lets you know that this has been connected and it's switched on at the main, and you've forgotten about it, and it's draining energy. So then it makes the appliance fall into a sleep mode, or it just asks you to switch it off, which you can do. But in the sleep mode, it consumes lesser energy than on the standby mode, which is what it achieves.
Question. What is your competence as what you have been shown there? Mm-hmm. Did you search more about beyond, like in US or other countries?
Yeah, so we have competitors.
They are doing the same concept, or maybe you have something new that is not there. What is your specialty in this field?
Yeah, what we have is basically, so the thing is already there, existent in the market. That switching off, remote control, energy saving, it's already available. But bringing it into the Dubai market is what makes us special, because it's not very predominant over here. And with the 2030 target of Dubai being the demand side management, the demand side provision of energy. So then for it to achieve that, it's becoming mandatory for buildings to achieve the energy efficiency, which is why we bring this, because it's becoming more predominant over here.
Who's producing the sensor, the smart plug? You're not producing the smart plug?
No, we do not.
It's not under your brand or anything?
No,
Like it's not
right
a way
now
out.
it's not. Yep.
Okay. You have a minimum order quantity that you need a big project to buy it at a good price
Yeah.
and then apply. Correct?
Yeah, so a minimum of 3 smart plugs every house. That's what we are intending to install. So that would account for about 75. And then for the annual subscription of getting the data from the smart plugs every consequent year, another 50/50.
Okay. Are you planning to, is it B2B, B2C?
It's B2C. It's,
Why not B2G,
yeah,
government?
Yeah, because first we want to just validate our data before
Yeah.
we bring it to the consumers. So then right now B2C,
Okay.
and then convince the government using our data which we have.
Okay. Thank you.
Last question. So if you have an average household and I want to buy these smart plugs, are they priced in a way that would make sense to me in terms of payback period? Are we looking at a couple of years, or do I have to wait 10 years until the savings actually add up? And that applies to larger buildings and complexes as well.
So it depends upon how much your bill is. So then that's why we focus on couples and for families, because in those households you do not know who's switched on what, and that's how the energy gets drained. So basically in a 4-people household, usually in summers, the monthly bill is about 815 about. So then accounting for 20% of that, every month you would within a year you would have your money back.